Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to our first stand-up in this fourth sprint. I'm actually experimenting. I'm using the Canon M50, so I wonder if the video quality is now much better. But anyway, welcome. If we're just meeting, I'm Michael from Pixeesoft, and this is our show, daily show sometimes. That depends if we just have a sprint or if we currently have a sprint, then I'm checking in daily. And today we're talking about packaging our existing notifications component written in Python into our existing cluster, Kubernetes cluster in the Google Cloud Platform. Now, usually I would start a stand-up with reporting on what's new or what happened in our previous stand-up. But as you might know or may not know, yesterday we had our sprint planning. That means I will also link it up in the card below, so above. So that means that today is the first stand-up and there was no work done yesterday. So let's jump right into our Scrum board. As I say during our plannings and reviews, we use Trello because mainly it's free, but also it has really nice integrations into Bitbucket, and all of our code is stored in Bitbucket anyway. So, I mean, it's a win-win. And right here, we have the tasks that we selected for the sprint, the fourth sprint. And right here is the task at hand: create container for notification proxy and deploy notification proxy. So what is a notification proxy? So about a couple of years ago, about 4 to 5 years ago, this app was written for handling real-time data. And you need to have some form of notifications for the real-time data if you want to deliver a real-time value to your customer. And the notifications were done if you think back 4 to 5 years, there weren't tools such as Firebase notifications proxy. So if you wanted to deliver push notifications, you had to implement it separately for Android and then for iOS, and this code would live in your backend. Now it's much simpler. Now you can just basically upload the certificates for iOS into the Firebase console, which then ends up in having the Firebase tool doing the notifications for you. But here we are, we have our code in Python developed for both Android and iOS. Web notifications weren't a thing. I think that came into Chrome only a couple months or maybe a year ago. You know what I'm talking about, that pesky notification popping from above in Chrome saying, oh, this web would like to send push notifications to you. No thanks. Not that kind of push notifications. So in fact, there is a WebSocket interface, the one that's already deployed in the data feeder that we deployed in the previous sprint. And in fact, these notifications are basically all the events that happen, all the real-time events that happen in the code and in the whole system, and are then possibly, this is one thing that I need to verify, either stored in a database or in the memcached service. I don't know if they're short-lived or long-lived. I need to take a look at that. That's the reason why this issue is size medium and not small. Usually, if it was basically just create the package, I would copy paste what I did before, because frankly, the majority of these services for Python are deployed in the same way. It's just a Python process, just put it in the container and run it. But there is some scope that's unknown. I don't know what the persistence is like, and I frankly am not sure about how the various tools cooperate with each other. So I need to look at that, and that's the reason why it's medium. And then deploy notification proxy. I think that's fairly straightforward. First, we package it, we find out what persistence layer it uses, and then we deploy it in the Kubernetes cluster. Now it will live along the side of either the feeder or the eater. I will not create a new cluster. I suppose this should live in the eater, because the eater is the one that generates all of these notifications. It's the eater that receives all the data, that sends it to post-processing, and then the post-processing would return some values to it. So my guess is that this will live in the eater. So I'll work with it like that. And medium and medium, 0.5, 0.5, that amounts to 1. That's 1 working day. So that's exactly what I'll be occupying myself with today. And I hope it will work well, and that tomorrow I'll be able to show you the Docker file and maybe tell you more about how the persistence layer works here. And as I always say, I like to keep these stand-ups short and to the point. So I'm gonna switch back to the M50. I hope that the picture is satisfying. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. If you have any questions regarding the notification proxy, if you want to see some code, or if you have similar structured code, let me know in the comment section below. Also, do check out our blog, pixeesoft.blog, where we regularly post either the sprint planning and reviews, but also a weekly change log. That's basically a description of what happened in the week, and I post it there regularly. So if you don't want to watch all the videos and you maybe just want to go quickly through the text and see if you're struggling with the same things that I struggle with, check it out. It's pixeesoft.blog. Okay, I think that's it. I have some code to return to. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you tomorrow.